Well, I'm joined now from Riga by the President of Latvia, Egils Levits. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm just interested, Mr. President, when you heard the original reports that it was a missile fired by Russia that had hit Poland, what were your thoughts?
I thought that the war is very dangerous, not only for Ukraine, but also for our NATO allies. It's dangerous for Europe. And that responsibility is, of course, on the side of Russia. Because if Russia has planned this incident, it is a very worse sign. But it is obviously, our informations are saying that maybe it was an accident, or if it is a rocket of Ukrainian air defense forces, which defended the Ukrainian territory from Russian missiles, which targeted Ukrainian civilians, it is the same. It is a very worse situation, and we should support Ukraine in this war against the unlawful aggression of Russia. It doesn't matter whether it was Ukrainian anti-air missile or it was a Russian missile. The situation is the same. Polish territory is hit. Responsible for the war is Ukraine, and NATO is on the side of Ukraine.
Yeah, responsible for the war is Russia, I think you mean. I mean, doesn't it sum up the dangers that some sort of random event or some sort of miscalculation or rushed response could lead to something very bad?
NATO doesn't want escalation of the war. Therefore, NATO is very cautious. We have to investigate this incident, but in general, we should support Ukraine because Russian aggression against Ukraine is a danger also against all NATO states. Of course, Poland, Latvia, and all NATO allies. And this incident is a sign that the war is dangerous also for NATO, and NATO should deal respectively. That means all military support for Ukraine.
Mr. President, where do you think that this war is heading?
The war will, I'm convinced, will end with the liberation of the territory of Ukraine, because we cannot tolerate such attack to international peace order, to international law, of a state which is completely outside the world community, which is committed to international law and world peace order, as it was established in 1945 by United Nations. Also, this is also an attack of Russia against the world peace.
Including the taking back of Crimea?
It is up to Ukraine to decide, but also Crimea is, of course, Ukrainian territory. Donbas is Ukrainian territory. Kherson is Ukrainian territory. Also, there are internationally recognized borders of Ukraine, and Ukraine is entitled to liberate the whole territory.
Are you worried that Western countries, United States and so forth, may start to worry about providing so much weaponry to Ukraine? Do you worry that the commitment may waver?
NATO is a union of democratic states, and democracy cannot tolerate such an infringement of law. Democracy is based on law, also international law. And therefore, I think that the democratic states will continue their support for Ukraine, because the Ukraine is also fighting for our European or Western values.
Mr. President, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.